Good morning and welcome to Fat Cow Farm. Now this morning we're in the high tunnel hoop house and I wanted to show you how our olive propagation was travelling. Now over the last, and I'm thinking now, it's probably been about 8 months probably about 8 months since we first propagated our olive trees. Now what I wanted to show you was how we set them up and the progression as they've come through. Now, since we've had our hoop house here, I've just propagated some more little olives, and that was the same principle as what we had previously, the way that we've shown. So these ones were done sort of midwinter, and it was really like an experiment rather than doing it in summer. Now, these ones are just cuttings. And what we've done is we've put the hormone growth onto the bottom nodules of these little guys. And we've set these guys up. Now, as you can see, like I said, these have been about 2 weeks now. So they're just getting themselves sorted out. But from last year's ones, what I wanted to show you was how they're looking. Now, this is just three that I haven't planted out. So we can see that they've taken off very, very well. Now, and I want to show you the roots. Now, what we've typically done is come from the tube stock into a mediocre pot. Now, these guys here are ones that I'd set up in the middle of, what were they? They would probably been about maybe 4 months ago. So that's the sort of progress that we're looking at. And as we can see here, we've got new shoots coming through and everything else. And like I said, that was purely just an experiment to see how it was going to work. But these guys here are the ones that we did about 8 months ago. So they've been separated, they've gone into larger pots, and I've got a few little stakes here just holding them all together. Now, some are a little bit more developed than others, and that could have been purely just based on where they were sitting or in the hoop house itself. And so I just really wanted to, again, like I said, show you how the roots are coming about. Now I'll just take off this tie here. So what I'll do is this guy here, I'll put him straight into the ground. Oh yeah, look at that. Can you see the roots all coming through? So that's absolutely fantastic. Now these olives here are our oil olives. Oh geez, I can't remember the name now. Oh, it'll come to me. But so that's now an 8th month growth. So now that we've got the sun starting to come through and the warmer weather, I'm ready to start planting these ones out. Now they'll go back into our orchard where we're ready for them to really start taking off. But it was purely just, like I said, an update on how the little guys were traveling. So sort of as a little bit of a recap, we've gone through from some cuttings, we've put them into tube stock, and as soon as I start seeing some growth in the tube stock, they come into separate pots, you know, something like that there, ready to rock and roll, and then they'll start developing and developing, and then once I can see some proper growth coming through, like, you know, you can look at this one here. You know, there's a lot of new growth all starting to come through. All these little tips here. So these guys are now ready to be planted into the orchard. So mate, I tell you what, the success rate, well, you know, like I said, I think, you know, these seed trays hold, or these forest trays hold close to 50, and I've just done another 25 just as a little experiment. But it is very, very easy for you to then propagate the olives and a lot of things, and it won't be too much longer, maybe another, I don't know, maybe a year, 2 years, something like that, we'll start seeing some of the benefits with the fruit coming through and everything else. But we've had a lot of inquiries coming to say how the trees are progressing, and we thought we'd take this opportunity to show everyone how everything's coming together and the stages. So, all about looking at the progress of your olive trees. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.